Hello, hello. Welcome everyone. I am back once more with some more Pokemon Platinum version. I am Matty Rattata, of course. I'm sure you guys know that by now, though. Right, helps if I'm clicked into the right window. So, when last time we left off, start Twin Leaf. Yeah, we'd just gone to Eterna City. Our team had been doing fine. We got Sky up to level 16, Tux and Zeke up to 20, because we're not going to be using Tux and Zeke much in the upcoming gym. And I'm just realizing that my door is not closed. Give me half a moment. And I return with water. I figured I'd get some while I was up. Okay. Let's see what's here. Manager's gone off to the Team Galactic building and hasn't returned. And without the bike, we can't go down the bike path, which is down this way. You would have noticed it if you'd also went, if you'd went up from Orberg. What have you got to say? Yeah, in this game, it's much easier to get these things because it's all tracked on having seen that number of Pokemon and not having caught that number. Yeah, we can't go down this road without a bicycle, and of course the guy who sells bikes is up in the Team Galactic building. And the Team Galactic building is blocked by cut trees. Barry! Came to see the Pokemon statue? I didn't. I was just coming to... Okay. What the... Hey, that guy looks familiar. So this is Eterna's Pokemon statue. Shaping our world, our time and space, an intertwining spiral. Revered in Sinnoh are the Pokemon of time and space. It's true needs investigating. Pardon me. Step aside. Much more polite than last time, at least. Oh hey, when we smacked together, a brilliant flash of inspiration came to me. An easy way to become a great trainer, yeah that. Alright, listen close. Make certain all your attacks hit. Avoid enemy attacks for sure. Brilliant. What about moves like Swift, Barry? What about Swift? It's a turn to see his Pokemon statue. But it appears it was... What? Who ripped off the plaque? Huh. Well, that's just disrespectful. Right. Well, my money is on Team Galactic having ripped off the plaque. Yeah, sure. First, the inscription went like this, sort of. Creation of Dia, giver of time. In laughter there is tears, and likewise. The same time flows the blessing of Dia. Sure, let's hear about the other. Birth of Pal, creator of parallel dimensions. Alive yet not alive, rifts in space. To arrive in the same universe, the blessing of Pal. Well, if there's already one to control time and one to space, there are already two very mighty Pokemon. I don't see why there couldn't be a third at that point. What's in here? Alright, herbal medicine. Very effective stuff. Makes your Pokemon like you less, of course, but that's just what goes on. And hey, who are you? Oh, you had a Pokedex? Well, hello, Cynthia. Nice to meet you. Studying mythology, just out of curiosity. Interesting. Indeed, who knows indeed. Oh, HM01. Yeah, hidden move, cut can be used in the field. Alright. I will if I see him again. I don't usually tend to go back and talk to the professor myself. Right. I may as well teach this now because, well, only one Pokemon on my team can use Cut. Which is a shame. It bugs me quite a bit. I'll just be getting rid of Growl. Yeah, Tux and Zeke are going to have a lot of HMs they're going to be using. It's unfortunate, but it's the way things worked out. Now, if I remember correctly, I will be needing... Yeah, I do believe it... Well, yeah, I'll be needing Eterna City's gym badge. I don't know why I hesitated twice there. What have I got for healing? Oh, wrong one. 3 super potions. I think I will see about getting a few more. A couple more, maybe. What do you sell? I can afford a few. Let's see, I've got 3. There. Give me to an even 10. Oh, no. Airmail, Heal Ball, Net Ball, Nest Ball. We might use 1 or 2 of these. Oh, yeah, we could use 2, I guess. I think one of our Pokemon will be at a somewhat lower level, so there you go. It's always nice to be prepared just in case. Oop. Door. Hey, Salem, if I recall. That's your username. Sorry, I'm a little tired. Oh wait, can I get that item already, I wonder? I don't recall. There it is. It's always odd to... It's not the kind of secret path... Yeah, secret path you're used to looking for in these games. They tried to do a lot more perspective stuff in this game now that they've gotten a more detailed overworld going on. And here is Gardenia, the gym leader in this town. Oh, Barry already told you about me. yes, you'll see what she means by that when we get to the quote-unquote puzzle of this gym. This one was one that I do believe they changed from Diamond and Pearl, but I don't remember exactly how. So, yeah. In essence, we have to fight the gym trainers to progress. Otherwise, well, you'll see why we have to. It's going to demonstrate itself right after this battle, and this is a grass-type gym, which is why I am very glad I have Sky up out front here. Not only does he have Intimidate, which will be very nice and helpful, he's also got a flying-type move, which, as we know by now, grass-type is very much weak to flying types. I'm not entirely sure why grass is weak to flying rather than ground, but I'm not going to complain. Sky is going to have a relatively easy time in this gym simply because he's a very high physical attack flying type with an early flying type physical move. So that's the main reason I wasn't too worried about training him up previously. Just hope I don't get poison pointed by that Roselia. That would really be annoying. There you go. Endeavor. I am not interested in Endeavor. It's a nice move. It can be useful, but I'm not particularly interested in using it. And as the last said, the clock will move. Yep, that is very much true, Salem. As said, I'm doing a bird team. I'm going to have, well, yeah, all 6 of my Pokemon. And yeah, as Gardenia herself said also, you need to beat all the trainers to move on. To get to her, and it's really as simple as that. We're not going to be able to do anything else until we beat the next trainer each time. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about the clock resetting or anything. It will stay in the position it is in. And if we need to leave, the fountains sprinklers, or whatever it is that's causing the jets of water to come upwards will go down. Or shut off. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you like the idea, Salem. Honestly, I've played Platinum version quite a few times, so I figured, I'll spice this one up a bit for myself. I don't remember Platinum version nearly as well as I thought I would at this point, but I'm more than happy to just do a little something like this. It's fun to, mix things up a bit when you've played the game for a while. And, wow, 3 Badoos. I mean, at least we're getting decent experience for them. A lot more than I thought I would be getting for these things. Given... Yes, that they do. Well, most of them do. Some of them, though, like Seek, our Psyduck here, have a bill. But, that's just nitpicking at that point. Actually, here, there you go. She just explained it better than I could. The fountains will turn off after you beat the trainer in the relevant area. that's, you know, so you don't have to worry about being stuck using only the one stairway when it might be cut off. Also, here, just because you missed a couple, here, I'll show off the team for you, Salem. So here is Sky, our Staravia currently. He is actually, I got really lucky. He's got a lonely nature, which is plus attack, so yeah, he's going to be really, really good. Zeke the Psyduck is here. Neutral nature with Corgi. Quite interesting. He's going to be primarily physical, because he has to use 3 HMs that are all going to be physical, so yeah. And then we have Tux, currently a Primplup. He is a plus defense nature. He's actually going to be a really good tank with good defense and special defense. And he's going to have okay special attack. He's also going to be learning 2 HMs, 2 physical HMs, and he's going to have 2 special moves. So yeah, he's just going to have some decently powerful moves and going to be put in to take advantage of his tankiness when I'm not sure someone else will be able to handle it. Yeah. I don't... That's just one thing I've noticed. I'm surprised how many Pokemon can't learn moves like Cut and Rock Smash. I mean, Staravia, the Starly family in particular, because they're well known for getting one particularly potent fighting type move. I wish I would just like more Pokemon to be able to learn some of the other HMs. I mean, that's one thing I had a lot of trouble getting, was which Pokemon should I have in order to have these moves. Like, the HMs that Tux and Zeke will be learning, the reason that Zeke's getting 3 and Tux is getting 2 is because none of the other birds I can get actually can learn those HMs. And it drives me crazy. I mean, it's particularly egregious given that Sky, you know, most birds should be able to learn Cut. Let's be honest, they have talons and beaks, and those are really good for that kind of stuff. And Sky, given that his final evolution can learn a fairly potent fighting type move, I don't see why he shouldn't be able to learn a basic one like Rock Smash. Or even just Strength I would have been happy with as well. But that's me rambling and nitpicking, so I'm going to just get into this next fight and keep the subject moving along. Depending on the bird. Alright, I'm not particularly worried about this gym. I mean, Sky will make short work of pretty much everything in it, except maybe the gym leader's ace, I think would be the best term. I want to say flagship, but I'm not sure how well that works. Wow, that was quite a bit of EXP for one Pokemon. I'm not afraid of Gardenia. She's not usually been one to give me trouble. It is much... Oh, the Poketch. It is much better in Platinum version than it is in Diamond and Pearl. In Diamond and Pearl, this is all one solid button here, so you could only scroll forwards. In Platinum version, it's divided in 2, so the top one goes forward, the bottom one goes backwards. A very appreciated improvement that I'm surprised they didn't catch the first time. Okay. Right before Gardenia, save, of course, just in case, because neither of my other two Pokemon would do very well against her if I had to use them, though Tux does have Peck at least. That might not help too much, though. Alright. Gardenia, the Grass-type Master. Well, one of my birds will. Because I have 3 birds, but I've only got the one flying type. My other 2 are both water at the moment. I could have had Hoothoot into a Noctowl, but I wanted to use more Pokemon I haven't used in previous playthroughs. So I'm passing up Hoothoot this time. There are exactly 7 families of bird-based Pokemon in Platinum version. That's kind of why I decided, I could try this out now. Because there's exactly enough for me to have one choice. Reflect, that's kind of annoying. Yeah, that's Twitch not being why is... I'm sorry about that. That's my streaming apparently not being as consistent as it would be. Well, while I'm here, I'm going to double team because it decided to set up Reflect. I don't want to deal with that. Because I have very low defenses on Sky. I'm just gonna put up a couple of double teams here. That's a move I might actually hold on to for a decent little while on Sky, given that he is quite frail. I mean, normally he would have okay physical defense, but, well, Lonely is plus attack minus defense. So I'm going to just deal with that and give him something like double team. Level 20, excellent. Cool. Okay, Cherim at the moment, not worrisome. Although Cherim is neat for it to actually have the evolved form here. Oh! Hoothoot and Noctowl? They're... Honestly, Noctowl is a really good option if you want a special wall. Noctowl's special defense is really high. All things considered. Ow. Magical Leaf, of course. Magical Leaf is basically the grass-type equivalent of Swift, so it's never going to miss, even if you have 6 double teams up. Personally, I decided I'm not going to be using them this time. Because, well, partly I used a Noctowl in Crystal version, Gossip. He worked out quite well for me. I had a lot of fun, but, you know, I like to change it up. And also, I'm going to have a very good mixed tank as well, so I don't particularly need Noctowl. Roserade. This Pokemon is very strong for this point in the game. One of the reasons it is that strong is because it is a stone evolution. Roserade evolves from Roselia if you use a shiny... Is it the Shiny Stone or the Dawn Stone? One of those two on it, and it is really powerful this early on. It's a really good upgrade to Roselia as well. If I were to pick up a grass type instead of just doing all birds, this would have been the one I would have chosen this game. I'm not going to take my chances. And it has Magical Leaf. I forgot that she really likes to use Magical Leaf. Okay, well, I'm glad I bought a bunch of super potions. Because otherwise I would have been in a lot of trouble right now. Seek would not be able to take a Magical Leaf at all. And Tux, while he could take one, I don't know how many more he could take. Thankfully, the double team will protect me from stun spore. That I am quite glad of. Okay. Half HP with the citrus berry. I should be able to KO, but I was just wondering if I could get away with using wing attack, with using quick attack to make sure I go first. But there you go. That's a thing for a lot of... This is something a lot of gym leaders in this particular game have, is their flagship is surprisingly dangerous if you're not prepared. Like that Roserade... Excuse me, in a previous run when I didn't have a Staravia with a flying type move and I didn't have the fire type starter, I think it's Monferno in the second stage, that Roserade can really mess you up if you aren't careful. Alright, the Forest Badge gives us Cut, which is exactly the HM we needed for why am I forgetting it? The Galactic HQ. And she gave us Grass Knot. It's a pretty good move, all things considered. I mean, you know, more damage on heavier foes, it's Grass type low kick. It's good even to use against Pokemon that are heavy but maybe not particularly weak to grass, but, you know, admittedly a lot of Pokemon that are quite heavy are of types that can be somewhat weak to grass. I mean, a lot of rock types. So Grass Knot would be really good against like some heavy rock types, or maybe like Steelix, a steel ground type, etc. Surprisingly decent in that respect, so if you had a Pokemon that could use it, go for it. I'm 90% sure I don't have one, so I'm not going to check, but yeah. I've used it on someone before, Grass Knot. It's actually kind of popular on Raichu because of how quick they are and how good it is at handling ground types. Okay, now you could go back to Orberg after going to... Oh wait, no, you can't do that quite yet. That's something later. Do I want to do this now? Let's see, I've only been going a half hour, actually. I'll continue on this way. This is the Galactic HQ. This is where we heard that the bike shop owner had gone to, you know, deal with Team Galactic, who had been making a nuisance of themselves again. So, sure thing. Let's take out that tree in front of us. Alright, so who to put up front? Sky's level 21, he can wait a little. Seek or Tux? Yeah, let's go with Seek for a bit. May as well take advantage of the enemies having less powerful Pokemon to train up Zeke at the moment, so I don't have to worry about switch training him a whole lot later to try and get him to evolve or at least do as much switch training later, I mean. Yeah, Team Galactic does not appear smart. I can agree with you on that, Looker. And there he mentions the cycle shop again. Or, cycle shop. Pardon me if I'm fumbling my words a little. Yeah, neat, interesting little stuff like that. The TVs were always kind of interesting in that way. Oh wait. Actually, before I forget, yeah, seeing as Zeke's somewhat low defense comparatively, I don't want to have two Pokemon that don't have much defense, you know, just in case a double battle comes up like this. I always prefer to have at least one tanky Pokemon in on a double battle. So, I just figured I'll probably be going ahead with Zeke and then Tux in the second slot like that. Oh, prepare to tolerate my meddling in that case, for I shall do so. Haha. Galactic Grunt and Galactic Grunt. They don't even get names, that's how relevant they are. Alright, at this point I may as well just use Scratch. And why not be silly and just use Cut now that we've actually taught it to him? Just to see what the animation is in this gen. And it's not particularly impressive, but hey. But yeah, you'll notice Zeke does have Water Gun, but I'm trying not to use it too much because he's going to be entirely physical, so I may as well just get used to the idea of not having a special attack on him. He's also only going to be using one level up move. And even then, it's not going to be for damage. He will eventually learn Screech via level up, and I'll be keeping that on him just to help because he has, you know, somewhat lower than average. Well, Golduck has decent physical attack, but I don't know, I just like to have a way to amplify the damage he can do in that sense. I just would rather have that than not. And let's see, for the Stunky, may as well just Bubble Beam as well, I think. Glameow is quite fast. Glameow is an interesting Pokemon to have as well for how quick it is. It's a nice addition to the team to most teams in that sense. Thankfully, this Glameow is not nearly as annoying as Commander Mars's Perugly. That thing was horrible. Oh wait, no. I could probably Metal Claw the Stunky, yeah. I always forget. That's one thing I always forget. I always forget what resists Steel. I can never remember that. Oh, wow. Alright, I forget that Metal Claw isn't particularly... Well, it's fairly accurate, usually. When you aren't, you know, me playing. And this is part of why I stocked up on Super Potions. Because I'm just a little bit lazy about going back to the Pokemon Center when I get in a building. Yes, sir, you got meddled with. I am just a kid, and you lost to me. How does that make you feel, miss? I can wait on Tux a little bit. He's definitely got the defenses to back up that HP. The path you choose leads to glory. Keep that in mind whenever you find a staircase with that... Well, yeah, when you find a pair of staircases, always look for the one that has a plaque or something beside it. Because, as Looker said, the Team Galactic runs aren't particularly bright, so that's been their way of telling their employees, hey, this is the right stairway. Krogan, an interesting dual typing here. Poison and fighting it's interesting. Unfortunately, it is very, like, quad weak to psychic. But other than that, it's a neat type. I like it. I would have used one. Let's see how much damage I can do after Tail Whip on him. Could be better, could be worse, but I'll have at least, well, I think, yeah, only Rock Smash will have less power than Scratch once I actually get my moves on him, but they're both going to be HM moves. So I'm going to just kind of need to wait and deal with what moves I have until then. But that's to be expected. I mean, Psyduck doesn't learn a whole lot. It doesn't learn a ton of attacking moves naturally, if I recall. It has access to some decent stuff with HM, level up, and all that. But I'm not making the most use of those simply with the way that I'm going through this game. And I need to be more careful about not running into the wall. Because that just wastes time. Well, that's nice of you guys, I guess. Okay, now we can see that that one is the one to go up, so... Okay, she's not here for a battle. I don't remember which ones are or aren't, so I guess bear with me on that front. Why, thank you. We love it when people come to us to donate their Pokemon. You'll have to try a little harder than that, sir. Or ma'am, in this case, I suppose. Now, I would use Rock Smash, but Stunky is Poison Dark, so Rock Smash would just be not very effective. Poison Gas. Do I have an antidote? Okay, I have a few. Why do I keep doing that? Okay, I guess that's just me fumbling a little bit, and I kept hitting B by accident there. Because I don't want to switch him out, I will use, you know, Water Gun if I need to. Yeah, his special attack is a lot... Well, it might not be a whole lot better, but it definitely helps that he has Stab on Water Gun as well. He will have a good physical Water-type move at least. So there is that, and Screech, that is his level up move that I will be wanting to make use of. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to be switching in on this Croagunk. I'm going to put Sky out there. I don't know if any of them... Actually, I don't even know if there is actually a move that works like that, now that I think about it. Okay, Anticipation, that's just that lets you or the person with the Pokemon know if the opponent has a super effective move against them. Like in this case, Sky has Wing Attack. Okay, I mean, it's not like I was planning on doing anything like Double Team against this Croagunk. Cheers. completely necessary critical hit there, like, not superfluous at all. I assure you guys. Glameow the Zeke should definitely be able to handle. With it being weak to Rock Smash, which does have that nice chance to lower defense, this is actually a pretty decent Pokemon for him to have that HM move for, at least. Although it could get very lucky with Hypnosis, you just never know about stuff like that, right? I think I have an Awakening. Yeah, I picked this one up somewhere along the way, I may as well use it. No harm in doing so. And now it is going to use Hypnosis again. What do you know? That's not irksome at all. And Growl, that could be kind of annoying. I'll have to hope I get some defense drops. Ow. Quit it. It is neat that Growl now randomizes what the order of the cry a little more than it used to. Yeah, and that's Rock Smash after 2 attack drops. Glameow does not have very much in the way of defense at all. No defense drop that time. May as well not play around too much in case it tries to Hypnosis again. Jeez. Level 21, excellent. Unfortunately, it's going to be a while before I get Screech on Zeke. I think it is before evolution, but it is going to be a while. I think the next battle is a double battle anyway, so I'm not particularly worried about who's up front. No, that's next... yeah, that's next gen, Salem. Oh, it's not a double battle. Okay, okay, well, seeing as that's the right way over there, you know what, I'm going to put Tux up front now. Seeing as Zeke's level 21 and Sky is as well. Interesting tune. Wait, New World Order. They've mentioned that before. Interesting. Kadabra. Okay. I am impressed. An X special. That's worrisome. Ow. That could hurt a bit. After that, oh wow. Okay, please let Metal Claw deal more damage. Okay, so that confusion hurt quite a bit because of the X special, and Kadabra's also got like a ton of special attack normally. That's worrisome. Okay, let's see how much. I can just take another hit. If I'm lucky, I will not have that happen. Okay. I don't think I have a revive. Well, that's minimum and maximum damage roll variance for you. 2 high rolls in a row. I don't like going on ahead with my starter KO'd because I want to take as much time as I can with the fact that I've only got 3 Pokemon to train now to take advantage of training them in this sense because, well, I guess because I'm going to want to train up my later Pokemon when I get them as well to try and be quick about it. So I'm going to heal up. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm wanting to do that just to be sure. So, yeah. I hope you don't mind. It is neat that you can run indoors. I very much like that change. It's very, very nice. It makes getting around a lot easier. But it comes at the expense of Gen 4's. So I don't know, that star just seems to be a mark, and I don't think it's there anymore when it evolves to Alakazam. Like, Alakazam loses, I think, all of those nifty little markings. Which surprises me a bit. But then again, I've always liked Kadabra more than I've liked Alakazam, and I didn't talk to you, did I? Aha! I knew I missed someone! Okay, what have you got? She has got Glameow. Alright, while it will definitely be faster than me, I wasn't particularly worried about Glameow, but I forget that they all have Hypnosis. Hypnosis has to be easily one of the more annoying moves for a Pokemon as fast as Glameow to know. Which is probably why they learn it. Okay, well with all those growls, I'm just going to go with Bubble Beam on Tux. Almost. Would have liked the speed drop, but almost got him. Her. Yeah, that one is female Glameow. Okay. Alright. And Tux is at level 21 now. Quite nice. I will probably be holding on to Bubble Beam for quite a while on Tux, because it's a pretty decent water-type move. Nah, I don't think there's enough sides to it for that. Or whatever. A blue shard here, very nice, not gonna complain. Okay, I would have liked knowing that that was there a little earlier, but whatever. Now I'll have it for the commander coming up. Yeah, surprise, surprise, there's a commander. Well then, that shows you how well they trust their grunts. None of them know anything. Huzzah! Alright, well, here I strongly suggest healing up if you have it. I'll have Tux up front. Actually, wait, what? I think I picked up a couple of battle items, now that I think of it. X accuracy, special defense, guard spec, speed. Nice, nice. I might take advantage of those. I don't know, man. Seems a little weird of them, if you ask me. You can just walk right past Jupiter there, by the by. An upgrade. This will be important for me a little later. Oh, well, at least you get right to the point. Cool. Okay, well, I'm just going to take advantage of the fact that this Zubat really won't be able to do a whole lot of damage to me, and just pop some of these. Because well, as I said, I'm level 21 now. This is the same level as her Zubat. Her weaker Pokemon is the same level I am. So, for 5 turns after use, I'm going to save that for last. I'm going to take advantage of what stat ups I can at the moment against this thing. And then I will... what? She has TM moves. Well then. This just got a lot more interesting. Her Zubat has TM moves. Or at least a TM move. Okay, Jupiter. Well now. I'm quite impressed, actually. Usually the game isn't so good about doing that. I'm going to use Bubble Beam because it is a Zubat, so I'm not too worried about that, about how much damage I do. Yeah, that's plenty. And I'm faster than it because of the X speed. Nice. Okay, all things told, Jupiter, I'd rather not. I like Zubat too much to take a bite out of it, and, you know, I'm not Aussie. Skuntank. This is her ace, and like Commander Mars, if you come into this unprepared, it can mess you up. Oh, that's a high crit move. I got a bit lucky there. Okay. This game seems like an easier generation than some, but if you aren't prepared, it can really mess you up. I think I just let it mess me up a bit. Okay, Sky. Sky has Intimidate, that should definitely help a bit. Okay, take this chance. Revive Tux because I might need him. Okay, Smoke Attack. I'm not particularly worried there. I've got reasonably accurate moves. Or Smoke Screen, I should say. 2 of them in a row, and he's faster than Sky? That's quite good for a Skuntank. And that is going to crit me. I just know it. Maybe some folks didn't end up coming in. Who knows? One of the folks who usually stops by is away at the moment, so it happens. I don't mind either way. I mean, I've streamed with no one watching before. I'm just doing this because I enjoy actually, you know, what I'm doing. It doesn't matter if anyone's watching right at the moment. I'm always glad to have an audience, don't get me wrong, I don't mean it in that manner. But I'm not too bothered if there are less or more people at the moment. Okay, I got a bit lucky there. And I got a bit unlucky missing that. Okay, I have plenty of antidotes. Okay. I probably should have switched out, all things considered. Okay, so Zeke has the most HP. But Zeke doesn't have a lot of defense comparatively. Let's see how much I can do with Water Gun. That's not much at all. Rock Smash? Maybe I'll get a little lucky with the defense drop. Oh, that did more. A little. And this thing's just going to use smoke screen again. Oh, come on, give me a defense drop. Yes, okay. That, I'm fine with that. Oh, no, I just ramble a little. Scratch? And this is why I revived Tux when I did. Okay, well, I've got a defense drop. Plenty of super potions. Well, I should be able to take a hit, actually. Let's go for Metal Claw. Give me that attack raise, please. I'm not getting it. No. Helps to hit the right buttons most of the time, though. I'm probably going to fumble a bit like that when it comes to putting in commands. I'm still not used to which button is A and which one is B now. I've changed it up a little from my Game Boy Advance emulator. And I lost my speed and special defense boosts, that's right. I don't think I can take another hit. This is coming a little closer than I like, but never know. At least it looks like I'm going to be able to get the victory. Unless I get very unlucky. Okay, well, that Skuntank went through my team quite quickly because... partially because of Smokescreen. But also because I was not the most prepared. Whew. Well then. Oh, is that what you think? Oh, I'm happy to help, sir. Nice, and that is how we get the bike in this game. Okay, and yeah. I don't think I have an escape rope to take the quick way out, so whatever. Wait, no, I don't want to go that way. And everyone just abandoned the building. Amazing how quickly they managed to do that. Alright, there is one other thing I'm going to end up having to do in this town in order to just keep things from piling up later when I'm going to want to have had some stuff for it. It'll actually give me time to mention a few things as well. I mean, normally I'd like to progress a little more than I would want showing that stuff off, but I may as well. It's somewhat important, fairly relevant. And oh, hi Cynthia. Sure, she gives us a Pokemon egg. Yeah, I can hold on to it until I need to, you know, I guess it will be a little while before I actually need another slot in my party. I forget which one it is exactly I'll be able to catch next, but yeah. And here he gives us the bicycle. The key item of choice to register. And yeah, this one works kind of like a combination of the two bikes in Gen 3, except without being able to do wheelies or anything. Okay, you are... That's the condominiums. Is it even in this town, what I'm thinking of? No one there. Oh wait, before I forget, I should... register that to Y. This is third. Fourth. Yeah, basically we have to go to Hearthhome before, like, well, once we get the bicycle, they want us to take Hearthhome, well, the exit from Hearthhome by heading down the path. Alright, the Underground Man. You may as well do this. He'll explain the stuff underground. Well, the stuff that you can do underground. It's worth going over because I wouldn't say particularly there's nothing massively important, but you can do a number of different things underground. So I'll go here. It'll launch wireless communications. It'll prompt you to save the game. And it does that every time, and if you're on an actual DS, going underground, because it launches the wireless stuff, will drain your battery fast. Oh. Hello there, Rourke. Yep, we're under Sinnoh. That's what all those vents we've been seeing are actually for. Those let air in and out of the underground. Oh yeah, this is where the secret base has been moved, but I'm going to be honest, I'm not particularly keen on it. And you'll want to have your stylus around and stuff so you can click about. yeah, the underground man will explain most of it. So basically, this first bit, you do a lot of going down and up, and he explains various things. I don't remember if you get little things each time. Yeah. He'll give you a few things each time you go down and all. It was fun. It must have been fun when it was more popular. I missed out on that. Dig up some treasure or spheres. This is the main thing that the underground is most definitely good for, even if you're playing on your own. All the treasure and stuff that can be found down there, quite handy. You can find revives, shards, fossils even. Which fossil you find depends on if you're playing Diamond or Pearl. It's predetermined. It's set firmly, but if you're playing Platinum version, it is based on the last digit of your ID number. Okay, now we need to find treasure. Okay. So I want to go right up here. There it is. Alrighty. Something pinged in the wall, 3 confirmed. And the... Okay. Sledgehammer affects a wider area, doesn't always dig as much, and cracks more. This better for breaking, like the sledgehammer is better for when you've got a wide area. Okay. Well, we got one thing out of that. I'll see if I can find anything else. Okay, there's something else not too far at least. Ah, excellent. A few things. It's... yeah. Evolutionary stones as well, heart scales I believe, a couple of particular held items as well even. You can find a lot of nice stuff underground, and it's a neat feature. Ah, okay, that's not something I need to find. It's always best to only use the hammer when you're trying to find where something is. Simply because the hammer does affect a wider area, but it doesn't dig as fast. Okay. It's a nice thing that you can do, you know, between actually progressing in the story, just to look for stuff. If you feel like there's something you could use, or if you want to just do something different. Okay, here's another thing you can find in the underground. Some of these plates. These are important for particularly legendary Pokemon. I won't be getting them because I would need to Game Shark stuff in order to do so, and I don't want to do that. This was the Toxic Plate. What that does is it increases the power of Poison-type moves. So it works for Pokemon other than the legendary I mentioned, it's just it has a special effect for them. Ah, I think that's a blue shard there. Oh. But yeah, you can find all kinds of little goodies in the underground, so it's decent enough. I recommend at least visiting it every so often, simply because, hey, it is a very, very good source of, well, of little things like that. I'll do one more. I will probably be coming down here off screen to do a few things. There you are. Okay, 3 in the wall. Ah, what's here? A red shard here. Or... no, that's a plate. And here's a red sphere. There you go, all kinds of stuff. Blue sphere, flame plate. Okay, and this guy I may as well show off what they do. Usually they trade you things for spheres. Traps, they're not going to be particularly useful for me, unfortunately, but there you go. I kind of was hoping I would run into a fossil just so I would be sure of which one I can get. Okay, ID number. Okay, if this game counts 0 as even, then well, I wouldn't even be using the fossil I could get because it's of the one that I don't particularly care for. Prism sphere, red sphere, blue sphere. Alright, this one, it's exactly as he says, spheres grow over time, so yeah, just bury them somewhere. I'm going to be cheap and just do this as quickly as I can. Alright, take care, I'll be on again tomorrow if you're... so there is that if you want to catch a more lively episode. Sphere, Alright, and for reference, it is... you've buried the spheres right in front of you, not directly under your feet. That is kind of important to note, I guess. Okay, the drill. That lets us make secret base. That's what the drill was for. Now, this was what disappointed me with the underground. I don't particularly like the secret bases in this gen. It's a little underwhelming. Like, it's not as interesting, I would say, as it was in Gen 3, because they all look very similar. They're all underground, etc. Like, one of my favorite things was how you could have your secret base hidden in stuff like, you know, like your trees, or maybe the thick bushes, etc, etc. It was quite neat. Okay, good. No. Treasure. Don't forget to be doing this. Treasure is something you will be wanting to always make sure you have put in your bag. Alright, yeah, you need to be using that facing a hole to get your secret base to work. I kind of forgot how it worked for a second, but yeah. Here's the secret base. We don't really have anything to decorate it with. And we don't have any flags. That's not particularly important. Like, flags will let you, basically, it lets you break some... It's basically, in the underground, whenever you're in it and there's another person nearby, it always considers you as being in a game of capture the flag. Returning flags will let you broaden your secret base by breaking those rocks there. Ah, alright. Plain table, wooden chair. Let me guess. You want me to decorate my secret base. Is that it? Oh, and a Bunny doll. How cute. And there you go. That's that. This should be the last of it. Of course, going down in different areas will give you access to different parts of the underground because it is a little sectioned off. Not entirely, but a bit. There is one other thing about the underground I will mention, I suppose. Oh, right. Hang on. Yeah, my blue sphere hadn't grown. Oh, one thing to note. You can bury spheres... well, you can bury more than one sphere in the area. So long as they're all of the same color. It's handy to do so, but not necessary, and it increases their size. You don't think of the number beside them as a quantity, think of it as just how big it is. Buried spheres will grow in size. Adding on more spheres to it will increase the size of the buried sphere you'd get when you dig it up, but that's not always the best thing to happen because once that... Oh wait, no, I need to close the door. Because when you do when you go to buy stuff, I don't think you can use a bigger sphere to pay for something that requires a smaller one. Or maybe you can, I don't remember, I never really did much with it because I didn't have folks to do that with. Okay, go in. Close and decorate. That's what I meant to do. Alright, well, nothing else for it. I do think this, at least, is definitely done better than it was in Platinum version, making the decorating work well. Or at least it's done in a way that's a little clearer, I should say. And I'll put... Oh. It can't be put on the table? Oh, okay, yeah, before... That's odd. You used to actually need to have it on a table. Alright, well, there you go. The base is as decorated as it will be, I'm sure. I'm not going to be doing anything. There is one other thing I will point out when it becomes relevant, but it's not relevant yet. And a Piplup doll. He gives you the doll, you know, based on what your starter Pokemon was. I'll be holding on to that doll. I don't really want to do any more in the secret base now. I've had my fill. Alright, let's see. Now I'll just go with this. Alright, Cycling Road. In this game, it's a little more interesting. I think this one's going to be a little annoying because I think these guys all have like electric type Pokemon, and well, my entire team is weak to electric types. Oh wow. Thankfully that Pikachu is not particularly powerful. Or defensive for that matter. Please don't paralyze. Phew. Oh wait. I should get some healing items. Oh, one neat thing, your trainer does lean on the actually lean on the bicycle instead of somehow magically staying perfectly upright on it. Just a little detail I thought was neat. Yeah, 10 super potions should be fine. Otherwise, I'm going to be a little worried, but I guess that's to be expected given how many trainers are going to have electric types. But it'll take us right to Orberg, and there will be I'll try and show as much of both parts of Cycling Road as I can at the moment. Alright. Oh wait, why not X? Oh, is that what you think, ma'am? You think you shall beat me so easily? What does she have? Oh, she has a Staravia. That's right, the cyclists have somewhat more varied Pokemon in this one, at least. Some will have electric types, some have flying types. It's nice, at least, to see there is a bit more variety. I think all of the ones in the last game had, like, Magnemites. Oh, and the speed fell. Quite handy. It must have fallen just enough, because those guys are usually pretty fast. Alright, well on the way to another level. Which is, of course, always excellent. You tell me, you're the one who walked up to me. Oh, Ponyta. A lot more variety. I guess now they're theming them around having quick Pokemon rather than having a specific kind of Pokemon. Which is always nice. That's the kind of theming I'd rather see AI trainers have more often. Oh. One off. Darn. Always a little annoying when you're just like that 1 HP shy of taking out the enemy. Oh well. And Tux has gained level 23. Awesome. It happens to all of us. It can be a little annoying to try and get the bag open, or well, the menu open sometimes, simply because of the fact that you're always hanging down, and I don't think there is a button that lets you stop in place anymore. Because B button is now used to shift gears in this game. So I don't think you actually have a break in this one. Okay, I do pretty decent at Endeavor. Charming. Endeavor and Quick Attack. Well, dang. Okay. Clever. They knew about it, apparently. The fear strategy. Ow. Easy now. Come on. It is neat that they're doing different stuff with the trainers instead of just having them use whichever move is super effective. It's always nice to see them actually being somewhat clever about what a trainer has, what they can do, and what that Pokemon knows. Yeah, I don't want to send Zeke into another Endeavor. That would just be kind of annoying. Okay, I'd probably be better off going with Wing Attack simply for the power. Very, very close. I think my most accurate move is Quick Attack. And you're just going to do that. Wow. And me without Swift. That's kind of annoying. Ow. Okay, please let me hit. Oh boy. That was more annoying than it needed to be, you know? Nicole? Fallen off your bike? That's not what I would be worried about you doing. Are you sure you didn't miss it because it used double team 100 times? Oh. I didn't... Yes, yes it is, sir. It's nice. Oh. Let us see what this battle entails. Oh, please don't be using Endeavor on me. That's all I ask, Starly. Okay, I can handle quick attack. Alright, and scratch. Nice. Nice and easy. Keep battling, and just, I guess, move on to using Water Gun. Though this thing will probably do much more damage. It's failing Endeavor because I'm at lower HP than it. That is, well, clearly why that would happen. Oh, that's going to hurt, though. I must have had, like, barely, maybe 1 or 2, yeah, 2 more HP. Okay, I will take that. So close. Alright, I'm glad that I'm going to be getting some more levels while I'm here, at least. Glad I got the amount of super potions I did, I'm telling you that much. Alright. Yes. Yes, it will. It can carry you quite a distance. Nice and practical to have at times. I, myself, really don't bike much. Mainly just because I don't have the coordination to manage it while staying on top of the bike. Oh, I'm faster than this guy. Interesting. And you're going to use charge. Oh, that's worrisome. Roar. Okay. You know what? I'm happy with that. I would rather you use Roar than an electric type move after charge. Take advantage of the fact that I dropped his defense. Very nice. Level 22. Okay. Water Pulse. Let's see. Power 60, accuracy 100. No. I'll just get rid of Water Gun while I'm thinking of it. I'm not going to... Either way, it's going to be replaced with a different water move eventually, but while I have it, I guess, it wouldn't hurt to have a different one instead. Oh, I'm just trying to get from point A to point B. That's all it is for me, miss. Okay, and I may as well just water pulse if this is going to be what she has. Because unfortunately, I think they stick to having the same types, even if they have different types available to them as options. I'm glad I'm not getting that burn. That would be kind of annoying. Oh no, she has Shinx. Okay. I'm not gonna complain. It is nice to see that they're giving them different Pokemon. Okay, because that's not Intimidate, I think that means that Shinx would have Rivalry. Which means its attack would go up if it were against a female Pokemon in this context. Cool. Getting close to another level, always nice. Speedy Technician, yeah, that's speeding and technique. And that wouldn't have been a double battle. A bit of a shame, but whatever. What? Excuse me, miss? Jeez, a little rude of you. Ow. Fairly quick Pikachu. Again with Slam. Not missing any of those hits as much as I would have preferred it to do so. I guess that's just the AI being lucky as usual. Yeah, this peak, it doesn't have an electric type move, or either it doesn't have or it isn't using it. It might just be not using it because its physical attack is better than its special attack, usually by a fair amount. Just enough there. Sheesh. Okay then. And not quite enough for the level, but I think there's at least one or two other trainers. Maybe not here, but not far at least. Oh, hello. Oh, that'll be used in contests and stuff, I do believe. Of course, berries here. I missed the watering pail of this gen. I will be picking that up. Well, I'll be showing when you can. Where you can. It's in Floraroma, actually. Okay, you can find like Machop and such around here. There is one particular Pokemon that is much easier to find in Platinum version than it was in the other 2 Gen 4 games. I'll show that off shortly. Oh, there's someone to battle. May as well seek that next level. Oh, you can find Gligar here in Platinum version. Very nice. Oh, I'm not using one this time, but oh, it's faster than I thought it was. Okay. Yeah, okay, Gligar here, I forgot you can run into him in Platinum version. Pretty decent Pokemon, good defensive wall, gets okay special defense. It's mainly a physical Pokemon, fairly quick. Its evolution in this gen, really nice. Stat-wise, I don't mind Gliscor either, but as I said, I'm going with birds, not just plain flying type or not. Okay, let's continue with Sky. Or Zeke. Oh. That is odd. I wonder. Okay, you're going to be... This one's a trainer. Very well. I'm not too worried about him. He's probably going to have, yeah, an Onyx. Not much of a chance against Zeke. Okay. That, yeah. Onyx has such low special defense. Any water attack, any special attack that is super effective will easily take out an Onyx. It really is a shame. I would have liked to see it be more of a mixed defender if it's going to have such low attack. And such low special attack, not to mention. Oh, you can also find Geodude out here. I didn't realize Geodude could be found outside of the caves, but good to know. Now we do know, so alright. Ponyta. Alright. Another one I didn't realize was here. Or, no, Ponyta I remember. I just figured I'd take that one out if I can do it in one hit. Oh. I hope I'm not lost now that I'm doing this. Oh, probably because of how fast Ponyta is, I'm probably better off using Water Pulse than trying to run and failing. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the higher level Wild Ponyta are just in that range. Okay, Poison Barbs... Poison Barb, that is the, I think that's a hold item that boosts it, or is Poison Barb the one that poisons on contact? I don't remember now that I'm thinking of it. Hang on. Okay. There's one entrance. Ah, this is where Flash would be useful. Do I have anyone who can learn it? Zeke can learn it. Do I want to teach it to Zeke? Okay, there's one entrance. Now, there is another. Here. In this entrance, normally you can't get into in Diamond and Pearl already, I think it is. You can get much further into Wayward Cave in Platinum at this point in time than you can in Diamond and Pearl. Oh, no, not what I meant to do. Now, like in the previous game, 4th gear lets you cross over these. I don't know if it's in this part of the cave, but you can also find a fairly... well, you can find a Pokemon that you can kind of be sure you are not necessarily intended to be able to have at this point in time. Oops. I don't know if it's around here or if it would be like further in if you can go further in. My memory is a little foggy about this cave. I didn't do a whole lot in it. Oh, Bronzor. I didn't realize you can get Bronzor this early. Fairly nice Pokemon if you want a defensive Pokemon, especially a defensive in particular, I think. Psychic Steel, fairly interesting combination. They're not particularly uncommon. This isn't the only place you can run into them, so don't worry too much. Oh. Hang on, did I do that wrong? Yeah, maybe I did. Okay, I think there's one or two more things I can get. I just would need to be careful about these. Okay, no. If you're not in high gear, you only go one space. Oh, jeez. Okay. So that is the speed up button. So there is one, now that I noticed, but... okay, that halts your momentum. I can't help but feel did I go the wrong way? I feel like I should be able to go that way. Am I just misremembering something? Oh no, it's the next one. I can just take like a solid one jump. Right. Okay, that was silly of me to make that mistake as often as I did. But yeah, Bronze or Psychic Steel means actually fighting type moves won't work on it that well, because Psychic resists fighting. Its two big weaknesses would be ground or fire, and of course it has Levitate, and I think in future gens it can have Heat Proof as its hidden ability, so it could be immune to one or the other of its two other big weaknesses. Oh, that's going to... that is very annoying. That just kind of drops your momentum dead when you run into a wild Pokemon. Okay. Running here. And now I'm getting all kinds of encounters, after it having been so calm before. Oh, I wanted to... that's just far enough that you can't quite stop. Ah, you can run into them here. Gibble. This is the unevolved form of the pseudo-legendary of this generation. I don't like Gibble. I don't like Garchomp at all. It is one of my least favorite Pokemon. primarily because I just had to deal with a lot of really irksome Garchomp when I was able to battle with everyone, with other folks. It just, everyone seemed to have a Garchomp, and me being me and using Pokemon that I liked, I never seemed to have an answer for them. Let's give this another try here, just so I can... 2, 3... No. There you go. Just shift to the next gear there. And... ignore this Geodude, I'm not worried about you at all. Okay, and here I need to jump 2. Again. So, as you can tell, these puzzles are all about knowing what gear lets you jump how many spaces. High gear gives you 2, low gear gives you 1. But alternatively, low gear is easier to turn, and I think you don't need to be I don't think you don't need as far. Grip Claw. I think the Grip Claw is for... oh jeez, what's the Grip Claw for, even? Or is it one of the hold items for evolution? I don't remember. There's a Bronzor here, and I think this kind of loops around to the other entrance. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll find out, I suppose. A rare candy. Sweet. Sweet. But yeah, that Gibble, you can only get this early in Platinum version. In Diamond and Pearl, you would have to wait a fair bit. Okay, and that little jump at an angle like that, it's a little more annoying than it looks simply because of how you need to turn. As said, much like the Mach Bike, turning has a bit of a wind up to it when you're in high gear, and that just... okay. Oh. We're just... that takes us to Earthquake. Which, kind of ridiculous to be able to get that this early in the game. But there you go. So yeah, if you want Earthquake early, I guess, if you really want to break the game, go this way. I don't remember why it was easier to get this in Platinum version. I don't remember exactly what it was. Maybe you needed something to get in or such. Another Gibble. Begone! Begone, foul, annoying dragon of the best frickin' stats in the game. I don't want to see you anymore. just had to get one last encounter in, of course. Oh, right, Onyx is kind of fast for a tanky rock type. Alright, got away safely that time. Running into all kinds of Pokemon. Oh, right. Hey, no, this way. Thank you. Yeah, I guess I'll just go... Oh, here's a Machop. You could trade a Machop for, I think, something in Orberg. I don't remember what. No. Here? But yeah, he was talking about there being that second entrance. That's what was that way. So yeah, pretty important if you want to get some big stuff. I might have a Pokemon later who can learn Flash, who will be able to learn Flash and help me out. I don't think that's the only area Flash is useful in, but I'm not particularly concerned. I can always wait until later and go back there, I bet. Please, let's go. Right, this is a different way to go. You can now get up there now that you have that bike. I think that kid just tells you about the fact that you'd need the bike to go that way. And you need it to be in high gear, just so you remember. So I'm going to leave off here at this Pokemon Center after saving up and everything. Once I remember which button on my keyboard is confirmation. I'll be holding onto that egg until it hatches. I mean, I may as well. There's that. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you guys next time, hopefully. Take care, have a great day, and a good evening. Goodbye, everyone.